All right, let's keep it going with three-time Pro Bowler, Super Bowl champion, host of the 25 and 10 show, DeSean Jackson. We got Funny Marco just coming out the gates questioning your boy Jalen Hurts. Why are people questioning Jalen Hurts?
Man, he took your show over, man. I thought I was coming on to holler at you, man. I ain't seen you in a while, man. How you been, Kay?
I'm good. I miss you. I know things are going so well. Loved your Marshawn Lynch episode of 25 and 10. Congrats on all the success, and always great to see you. I know he did take over a little bit, but hosts, you know, we're all divas. We want to be in the mix. He was great.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah. To go back to your question, why are people taking shots at my boy Jalen? I mean, it's tough, man. I mean, being that quarterback of any team is always going to be a lot of the scrutiny. I feel that first and foremost. So, I mean, you know, the Eagles are hot right now. They're a hot team. They're playing lights out football. Obviously, winning the past 8 or 9 games in a row. So, I think anytime you have a star wide receiver, as your boy AJ Brown, you know, was asked a question, and you know, everybody's gonna put the magnifying glass on that. But at the end of the day, all I can say is we're winning games. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how it looks and how we're doing it, what fashion form. At the end of the day, the scoreboard says Eagles win. So, I mean, for a quarterback and for a wide receiver, and being in a position of a wide receiver to play at a high level, it definitely could get frustrating because you know we're called prima donnas or divas or whatever. But at the end of the day, you know, we just want to add to the however it looks when you win. We just want to add to it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you might win and you might be frustrated because I've been in situations where we won the game and it's like, damn, I only had 2 catches for 40 yards. And it's like, you know, as a wide receiver, that's just our competitive nature that we just want to add to the addition of the wins. You know what I'm saying? So it's tough, man. And anytime you're in that situation like Jalen is in, I mean, as a quarterback, you can't please everybody. So it's definitely, it's only one ball to go around, and it's hard to please everybody. So that's the messed up part about it. I feel both sides.
Yeah, and I love that you're saying that. They have won 9 straight, right? And it's like,
sure,
you have Saquon doing what he's doing. It's almost like, let's just all be happy we're winning. I think the question I have for you is there trouble? Is there a problem with this? Can this boil over? When does this become a problem for a team that should be in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, great question. I mean, I honestly feel like this is where we're seeing a resemblance of what kind of happened last year. And it's not particularly the same. It's not particularly the same case or same scenario, but this is kind of like a resemblance of a team last year where you win, where you're 10-1 and you just lose, but 6 games, 6 out of the last 7 or 4 out of the last 5 games. So for me, it can be a worry. And Nick Sirianni, obviously, with the respect and the type of caliber coach he is, he should be able to nip this in the butt in that locker room. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I would be worried about it, but knowing how things happened last year, it's almost like, you know, we got to tread lightly here. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I say that is because this is a team that's very potentially worth being in the Super Bowl. And like any little thing in the media, anything to like make this group of guys not gel together, obviously, and it's the NFL. Like, you know, we just played a Carolina team where potentially they could have won that game. That guy dropped that ball. Like, that's a play where you're supposed to make that and win that game. So, I mean, let's not act like, you know, I don't care who we play, what the record is. At the end of the day, it's the NFL, and these guys get paid just like you get paid.
How can it get fixed, and who should be the most accountable? You mentioned Sirianni. Sirianni said yesterday A.J. Brown's comments were not meant for Jalen Hurts. So is he saying it's meant, like, who's responsible, most responsible for whatever might be going on, and how can they fix it?
See, that's a veteran coach right there. You see how you hear one of your veteran guys say something, and you go straight to the media and say his comments wasn't directly straight to the quarterback.
Like that.
That's how you protect your team. That's how you protect your veteran guys, your star players. And as far as how do you correct it, I mean, nothing in life can fix everything. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, as a player of A.J. Brown caliber, as a player of Jalen Hurts, as a coach of Nick Sirianni, I mean, everybody just got to take care of their responsibilities and whatever you can do to implement or to help or to add to at the end of the day, the benefit is to win, and the bottom line is to win. Everybody's not going to be happy, and that's just the nature of the sport we play. And you know, everybody's a alpha. You know, everybody's a dominant alpha, and everybody wants the success. But at the end of the day, it's only so much to go around. Like you said, at Saquon, I mean, he's playing a lights out year. I mean, obviously, shout out Saquon for breaking my boy Shady McCoy's record, single season record.
Wow.
But I mean, It's hard, Kay. I wish I had all the answers for you, but I've
I
been in
just
that
want
position
so
before.
yeah, maybe you can answer because you're a receiver. I'm sure you've asked for the ball, wanted the ball, gotten the
Yeah,
ball. You know, you're saying it happens everywhere. You're almost chalking it up to like it's human nature. But we
for
don't,
sure.
I guess like I'm looking at like the competition, right? It's the Lions. That's it. I don't hear this stuff about the Lions. There's never a comment like this about the Lions. It hasn't been, at least under this regime. So I guess I'm
Right.
asking you, does it matter? Does it matter that we're hearing this stuff? They're on a 9-game win streak. They've got the right people. The coach is taking the blame for it, or at least
Yeah.
not creating more drama. How much is this situation going to matter when the goal is to beat out the Lions, who don't, for whatever reason, have this going
I
on
got you.
publicly?
Yeah, I mean, in my perspective, I look at two. I won't say similar teams, but I would say as far as like being put in that higher echelon of as far as NFC teams that are supposed to or potentially supposed to go to the Super Bowl. Like you said, you have the Detroit Lions, you have the Philadelphia Eagles. Both these teams are similar in a sense, but totally different. You know, you have a quarterback, Jeff Goff, Jared Goff. You have a wide receiver, St. Brown. You have a running back. I mean, these guys obviously are top guys, but they're not like as a Jalen Hurts or a AJ Brown or a Devon, like what I'm saying. You have kind of bigger names, and when you have bigger names, you're almost a little, in a sense of a star. So I say that to say the caliber of these two teams are total different. Like you said, over in Detroit, they don't really have egos and I wouldn't say statistics or like I didn't get the ball today, I'm mad. You know what I'm saying? I feel like in Philadelphia, these guys, these calibers, you got to think AJ Brown was a guy that was in Tennessee and he left from playing with the Tannehill and came to Philadelphia. And it's like, you have Jalen Hurts who's awarded with this contract and, everything he had to go through. So I think like you put this on, like you walk around with this on your chest, like I'm that guy, you know what I'm saying? I'm one of the best in the league. So I think like that plays a big part because it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I want to be one of the best, but yeah, I want to be able to have these stats too. Like, yeah, I want to win, but I want to have these stats. Let's go look at AJ Brown, his stats the past 6 games. I mean, he only went over 100 yards 2 games in them last 6 games. So I mean that messes with your ego as a top guy. Like, because at the end of the day, you want to win, but you still looking at the statistics and wanting to be a guy where I'm top 5 in receiving or top 5 in catches. So touchdowns, like all that plays a part. Like, yeah, I want to win, but at the end of the day, I'm getting paid and I want to show these guys that I'm one of these top guys in the NFL.
But it must be just leadership, I think, or I don't know if you're saying it's not Sirianni. It's sort of wild to think about. I love your thoughts on this. You're the perfect person because you see both sides. It's very clear that you see both sides of it: the coaching side, the leadership side, the quarterback side, all of it. They got Pittsburgh. We only have 30 seconds left, which I'm not happy about. I need to talk to you longer. This is not making me very happy. Aqib Talib was on my show. He said the best 3 wide receivers in the league: Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, and then George Pickens. Do you agree?
NBA young boy, or NFL young boy. That's his nickname. I love George Pickens, man. He's a heck of a receiver. He's been doing some lights out. I just love his grit. When he goes on that field, like he gonna make you feel like D-Jack. He gonna beat you up. He gonna talk stuff. He don't care.
Third best? Who's the third best receiver in the league?
I would have to go Justin, man. Who did he say?
Who's third? Justin, Jamar, and then who? Give me the third. Hurry!
I'm gonna go Jamar Chase, man.
No, Justin, Jamar, and then who's third?
Justin, Jamar, and I'm gonna go AJ Brown.
AJ Brown! Love that. They face each other. Who's winning? Eagles or Steelers?
Fly, Eagles, fly to the road to victory.
We're gonna clip this off for Mike Tomlin. He's gonna have. I think he smells blood on the water. I appreciate you.
Tell Mike, man, to go on and get that boy AB a job, man.
Oh my God, love you, DeSean. You're the best.